We're live. Hi, everybody. I'm Jacob, and this is Stella. Welcome to Online Boss. Our special guest today is Kim Nguyen. She's an online business coach, and she lives in Australia. Thank you for coming on our show today, Kim.
Oh, no worries. It's a pleasure to be here, guys. Especially, talking to you guys in Canada. It's amazing.
Yeah. So tell us about yourself. I know you live in Australia, but you live in Sydney, I believe. So
Yes, I live in
tell us
Sydney.
about yourself.
Hi everyone. So my name is Kim, as Jacob said. I live in Sydney, Australia, in New South Wales, and I have 3 beautiful kids here. And I'm also a wife. So I've got a 11-year-old, one turning 10, and another one turning 6. So 2 boys and a girl. And I work full-time at the moment as well as a recruitment consultant. And I've been doing this role for just close to 9 years now. And prior to that, I work in a mortgage industry as a manager sales support. So that's roughly around 8 years as well. And then, pretty much most of my corporate, most of my adult life is in corporate. But I originally came from Vietnam. So my parents went by boat to Malaysia, and we stayed there for 2 years. And I was around five years old when I came to Australia, got sponsored over to Australia. And pretty much living with my parents now. I'm actually living next door to them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much a bit about me and my family, and
That's quite a story and quite a resume there for you. So what made you wanted to get into the online business?
So to be honest, I didn't really look for anything. 2 years ago, I was working really long hours with me and my husband. We worked really long hours, and that's all we knew. Like, we pretty much my mentality is pretty much like most of people in society, right? We we go to school, we get a good degree, we find a good job, and we retire at 65. That's all my mentality. And I work hard, and finding a good decent job. I have a really good decent job right now, but just when this came across me, I saw a news feed one day, and that ad really resonated with me. Like, it really caught my eye, and I couldn't sleep. I just keep on thinking about it, and I just how can a lot of people, do this online? How can they make money online and still have time to spend with their kids? So I just got curious, and I checked it out, and and at that time, I was working really long hours, and I was like, if I can have, a little bit more time with the kids, and my ultimate goal is to relieve my parents as well, because they helped me a lot, and they sacrificed for me a lot to be able to have the life that I have today. I owe it to them. So for them to help me look after my kids as well, so I want to relieve that from them, and kind of give them the life that they deserve as well. They're not getting any younger, so I want to relieve them as much as possible, and just spend more time with my parents as well, as they grow old. So, I just want, a little bit more. And I came across this, and I'm like, I have to do something with my situation. So that's why I become a digital business owner, because to give me more of that time and more of that flexibility. Yeah.
Wow, impressive. I also I resonate with you very much, because I also came from a corporate world, and you are correct. Like, the mindset in society, a good degree, good job, and retire 65, and then without realizing, we accept that reality as ours, and then I missed a lot of milestone too with my kids because long hours. When I heard you mentioned that your adult life is from corporate to corporate, right? And
Yes,
then
that's right.
so do you have any like do you think much before you join in? Because for me, I don't have any background. What about you? Do you have any doubts or any a lot of
Oh,
because
a
you
lot.
join in?
Yeah, yeah. I was like everywhere. I was like 360. That like have doubt, has fears. Because the thing is, the only thing that clicked on for me is that the ad that I saw resonated with me is she's Vietnamese. So I'm Vietnamese as well. So I'm like, you know what, like she can't be a scam, like she can't, like, or because online, you have to be really careful about that. So everything you look online, you have to be so careful to click on any link. But I just saw her, and I did a little bit of my research, checked about it, and then I'm like, okay, if she can do it, then I can do it, So I clicked on the link, and I did my own research, and I watched the webinar, and that's how it got me thinking. Got me thinking that it's possible. It's a possibility of I can actually relieve myself from working long hours as well, and have more of that time, because I want to plan ahead. My goal is to, in the future, I don't want to be working 65. When I think about that, it's just daunting. Like, we still young. Like I'm not young, but I'm getting there. But I'm like, when we get older, how can we keep on working long hours like this? And we need to have that time to spend with the kids as well, and just continue like that over and over again until you're 65. That's not something that I want to do for the rest of my life. So I'm like, I saw it, and I'm like, so many people are really taking advantage of the online space, and making it happen for themselves and their family. So why can't we? So I saw it, and I'm like, yeah, I just jumped on board from there.
Wow. So for the online business, what does success look like to you in your opinion? How do you measure it?
So for me, success, it doesn't have to be any big success at all. For me, success is you set out a goal for yourself and you accomplish it. That means it's a success. So whatever small goal or big goal you have for yourself, you just need to, measure it, like write it down, and kind of work your way towards it. And when you accomplish that, I believe that's already a success. Success for yourself personally, that you kind of set something for yourself and have your mindset to it and achieve it. That is success for me. In terms of measuring success, I reckon, if anything that you set for yourself that is, that you can't accomplish, I will go back and reevaluate what the actions I'm doing. I think that's important to measure your success, is to go back and look at the tasks that you're doing to try and achieve your goals. And if you're not getting there, what are the steps that you're taking that you're not doing differently in order for you to achieve that success. So that's what I think. I don't believe, success needs to be a big goal, but it needs to be those small goals to step to those big goals, right? So as long as you are committed to each of that goals each day and put a little bit of time and effort into it, I believe that's success already for me. Yep.
Wow.
I love that. I love that spirit. To be successful in whatever you want to do, because it's called goal tracing, right? Or it's called goal tracing, like a goal tracer. You just keep setting up goals, and then you go
That's
after
right.
them, and then one after another
One
until
after another, one step
Yeah.
at a time. You know, don't look too far ahead. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Kim, I have a question. Do you have any tips on how to manage your time? You know, being a mom, being a successful business owner, and still working full time. I'm sure you have some secret behind it. Can you give some tips? But
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Like, but the thing is, time management is so important when you have a busy schedule.
Mhm.
So you really have to be committed to it, and set your time out with the family and how your schedule are. Because if you really want to do something, you'll do it, right? You will you will set your time out to do it. So what I do in the morning is like, I have to do my my gratitude and all that mindset for me to start the day. So I never used to do that before, and just becoming a digital business owner, that's something that I feel that is important for myself. To be able to be in a positive mood for the day. So I set that in the morning regardless. And then as soon as the kids wake up, and then kids rushing this and that, and
Yeah.
you get through the day. But with this business, this is what I love. When I went in and did my own research about this business, is that I asked myself, can I actually take on another business while working full time? And when I look at the business model, this gave me the whole perspective that I can do it. Like there's business owner that has 2-3 jobs, that still can make it happen. So I only have one job, and the thing is, I can fit it in here and there with my schedule. So at nighttime when the kids are asleep, I go on and I do my training. I set an hour or two to do all of that, and because it's so portable, I can take it anywhere with me and on my phone to really just answer inquiries, or get plugged into the system, anything like that. It's just so flexible for me. That's why that's one of the reasons why I jumped in as well. I don't just just jump in for the sake of it. I have to look at everything else in my situation, see if it works for myself as well. And this system has given that flexibility for us to be able to do it, because it's online, right? It's as long as you've got a Wi-Fi connection, you can do it anywhere. And that's why, you have to juggle with your obviously your partner as well.
Yeah.
So because with 3 kids, it's quite
Oh,
busy, and you so they will have to understand and help you out as well. So my husband is supportive now. He was not so supportive before, but now he's actually supporting me with the business and just letting me do what I need to do. And because he knows the potential, and when he sees the result, he can actually be supportive now.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wonderful. You just remind me that I also do my gratitude exercise in the morning, but I forgot this morning. So nobody is perfect. So I will
That's
do
why.
that after the show. And I'm curious, how do you keep your business partner motivated to keep growing their business?
So lately I've just been doing like monthly Zoom with them as well, just to keep in touch with them, and trying to do challenges. This is the question I put out there, is that I want them to be more challenged in the business. So finding activities for us to do together as a team, or just getting connected, even on one-on-one, getting connected with them, as seeing how they're going. I think that's really important. being like, sometimes I have to give them space as well. So I let them I let them come to me. I let them come to me to actually, you know, if they need anything. But yeah, we do catch up on monthly Zoom and just kind of dissecting information from our larger group, our training, and just going through that and see what, you know, what help they need, or, you know, what kind of support they need in the, you know, in the business as well, because we do come across challenges all the time, you know. Not any business that I see out there that doesn't have challenges. So we do have challenges, but it's the support, and it's the you know, the positive mindset, and being, you know, being a role model is so important as a coach. So you have to be, you know, you have to be motivated yourself to motivate your team. Yeah.
Right.
Sarah, do you have any more questions?
No, I just want to say that I can tell that your gratitude really helps you a lot for building that mindset and that strength to, you know, to face the day, and I like it so much. Thank you for sharing that.
It's okay.
So if anyone out there still thinking about what it takes to, you know, start a business themselves, online business, and they still, you know, think and comparing here and there, do you have any advice that you want to share with us?
Yeah, I share this, you know, all the time to everyone, like, because, you know, this is such a, you know, such a loving community. Like, I love our community so much because
Mm-hmm.
it's so supportive. And you know, when I first came into the digital business, I had no experience. I think most of us, none of us has any business background or any experience whatsoever. Like, we know why we want to come into the business, and if you have a big why, and a strong why, you know, you will get through anything. You will get through any hurdles or any obstacle that comes into your way. And I think when in the beginning we're all skeptical, but if you don't do anything different, then you're not going to get anything different. You're going to be doing the same thing over and over again, and, you know, and then that's it. You if you come across, you know, our page or our business, and, you know, you skeptical, just follow your gut feeling. Follow your gut feeling and see what, you know, what it is. There's something inside of you. If you want something to change, then just check it out. There's no obligation, nothing at all, to check a free info session that we have, the webinar that we have, because that's all where we all started, right? And we don't know what we're capable of until we actually start, you know, taking that first step. It's so crazy, to be honest with you. Like, I wouldn't even be talking to you guys like this 2 years ago. I would be just, you know, in my shell, just hiding. Like, you know, like I'm an introvert. I'm very shy, but it just kind of, you know, take that first step, take that courage to do it, and you'll be surprised what you can, you know, achieve in the long run. And this business has given myself, and I think everyone, the vehicle to do that. So the vehicle to get to where we want to be. So we are just the driver. As long as you have that mentality to drive to get to your destination, we have the platform. We have the car for you. You know, you just need to put fuel in and drive. And as long as you have that strong desire for a change, to do something better for your, you know, your future, for your family, for yourself, then I see no harm in checking it out, you know, and just see it for yourself. It's going to be an eye-opener for you guys, and that it has for me. And I'm forever grateful that, you know, I'm part of the community now, part of 90,000 people that's in our community. It's crazy. When I came on, when I started, it was only 18,000, I think. And it's just in 2 years, that's how much it's grown. So just the numbers just speak for itself. So if you guys really interested, and, you know, you guys have something in your gut feeling, just, I say, go for it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. This is so wonderful. You know, a lot of people don't know we talk on the internet, we do go live. It looks like we are really outgoing, but a lot of people, including us, we're just introverts. We just learn how to
Yes.
build a business online. I remember when I don't even take picture of myself. And you know, there's a saying that you don't know what you know until you know what you know. So that's pretty much that we just tell us.
Exactly.
Yeah. I believe that I didn't know how to do anything, but as long as I can learn, I will get trained. I think I can do it. So if I can do it, all of you can do it too. So thank you everybody for watching our show today. Jacob, this is Stella, and this is Kim. We are Online Boss, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.